So today is Tuesday, the 1st of March, and I'm want to start off by saying I'm really, really sorry for not being able to post on Sunday past there. I did put out a community post just letting you guys know how sick I was. This is the first day I've been able to actually sit upright. Um, I've been in bed basically since Wednesday. That's whenever I had my second round of chemo. I found out that whenever they were taking my weight and stuff like that, I'd lost 3 kilos in the 3 weeks between my first and second round, which I was like, good. It's not because I hadn't been eating or anything like that. I had been eating, but I just had cut out all the snacking and stuff that I used to do on really unhealthy stuff. So I know that it's not unhealthy weight loss due to, not being able to eat. Right, so this will probably be a shorter update than normal. Just I am still very ill, but I wanted to get something up for you guys. I hate the fact that I missed Sunday's upload, but I couldn't do anything. So this round I had thought that this round was going to be so much easier because of everything that happened after my first round of chemo. I thought, walk in the park. If I can get through that, I can get through anything. Wrong. So I went in for my chemo. Everything's fine. Like, you don't really feel anything whenever you're having it, apart from like the last syringe they put in. You can feel the back of your throat and stuff heating up a lot. Well, I felt like the strongest burning sensation in my nose this time around. Nearly like if you've ever been in a swimming pool and accidentally got chlorine up your nose, you know how it burns the back, like in your head and your nose. I felt like that, so I thought no more of it anyway. I had told them that the metoclopramide anti-sickness that they'd put me on, it didn't agree with me at all, so they didn't give me that this time. Instead, they give me the usual regimen of like 17 million pills before chemo, and then whenever I was done with the chemo, they injected me with an anti-sickness drug in my arm. So I thought I'll be fine. The first time that I got chemo, I didn't have any real side effects until about 9 o'clock that night. I started to feel really ill. I wasn't so lucky this time. I think I'd only been home for about an hour or two after having chemo, and I started to feel pretty ill. It got to the point where I was really struggling, like really struggling with it. I phoned the helpline up. They told me that I couldn't actually take any more anti-sickness medication for like another 4 hours or something, and just to lie on my back and take small sips of water, which helped. It didn't basically. So that's where it started. I felt dreadful, like dreadful. And there was nothing that basically they could do for me. They did say to me whenever it started chemo and everything like that, when if you're feeling unwell, anything like that, get in contact, because you don't have to feel like that. There are lots of different things that they can do to help you, but they couldn't do anything to help me apparently. So I just had to sit there and suck it up, and it was awful. Then by the following day, I was still feeling bad, but not quite as bad as I had the previous day. Still feeling really crappy, still feeling really tired, just not feeling very good at all. Then sort of bad enough, I'd been feeling bad enough that I have just been lying down. I'd just lay down the entire time I get into bed and stayed there. I just felt awful. Then this weird thing started happening where I couldn't really walk. Anytime I tried to get up to go to the toilet or anything like that, as soon as my feet hit the floor, it would immediately start feeling like both of my calves were going to start cramping. So like walking was hard and painful. So hence that's why I just kept myself in my bed. Then Saturday, I think it was, rolled around, and I started getting the most horrific pain in my like in my ankle and down the bone that runs along the outside of your foot where your baby toe is. Um, it felt like the bone was like breaking. It was horrendous. And then this, I'm not flipping you guys off. This finger, like the end of it, started feeling like it had been burnt. So needless to know, that was shingles starting again. I phoned. I was really concerned about it because the pain. It was crazy. The pain. I phoned the Macmillan helpline. It's meant to be 24 hours, 7 days a week. No one answered. Nobody rang me back all weekend. There was no help there. Then I phoned the out of hours doctor. I explained the situation to them. They told me that they were very busy. It would probably take a few hours to get a phone call back, but they would be in touch with me, but they had a lot of emergencies. So by the time they actually phoned back, I was already asleep. It was like the early hours of the morning that they phoned back. So that was no help. Then, sorry, my train of thoughts all over the place. I definitely am suffering from chemo brain. Then what else happened? Then yeah, Sunday. So Sunday roll around, woke up still in absolute agony. I had taken amitriptyline. The doctor prescribed that for me after my last bout of shingles after the first round of chemo. They'd give me amitriptyline, long tech, and short tech, which are both morphine pills basically. So on the Saturday night, I just took the amitriptyline and I managed to get to sleep. But whenever I woke up on Sunday, I was in absolute agony again, and then the pain in my right bum cheek once again. So I went and looked. The blisters were all up again, so I knew exactly what it was. I didn't take any of the morphine tablets. I just stuck to cocodamol, which has been hellish. I really should be taking those morphine tablets, but I just don't want. I feel like if I take them, then I'm reverting back, and I don't want to do that. So, I would rather just lie there and punish myself. I phoned then on Monday. I phoned the Macmillan line again. I told them the situation because I tried to phone my doctor previously, my GP, and I couldn't get through the phone. Like the queue on the phone was hours long. So I hung up, phoned the Macmillan helpline, asked them, told them the situation, told them I couldn't get through to my GP, that I needed antivirals prescribed again. I didn't need any painkillers or anything like that because I had plenty left over from the previous time. But could they prescribe me? And they said no. They told me that if my doctor prescribed it, then I would need to go back to him. The nurse said though she would ring me back because she wanted to go and discuss something with the oncologist. So whenever she phoned me back, she'd said that I would need to go on to a prophylactic course of antivirals, maybe for the duration of my chemo treatment, because this could just be a reaction that my body's having to chemo. It's putting it under so much stress that I get shingles. And I will say one thing, as a long time shingles sufferer, as a long time shingles sufferer, there we go. Every time I've got them, it's been after an extremely stressful situation in my life. So I think my body being under stress because of the poison being pumped into it, that it's just, that's what's happening to me. So anyway, she told me that would need to happen. Then I phoned my GP because they told me it would need to be my GP that recommended. Look, you're going to have to give me a minute here, people. Because it was my GP that prescribed the antivirals the last time, I would need to go back to him and tell him that I needed a prophylactic course as well. So I phoned the GP back, and God was watching over me 100% because I got straight through that time, which was very, very strange. I spoke to my GP. He said he can't give me a prophylactic course. That's up to my oncologist. And but he was going to prescribe me, because the prophylactic course is a lower dose and you stay on it. Whereas whenever you're treating shingles, it's a higher dose and it's a course. So he can only prescribe me the course that I needed to treat me then and there, and it was down to my oncologist then. If they were wanting me on a prophylactic course, they had to sort that out. So I just feel like I've been passed from pillar to post a bit. Um, I will say I do feel a bit let down by Macmillan. Um, Mainly because the first time that I had shingles after having chemo, it was over the weekend and I couldn't get through. This is meant to be a 24-hour, 7-day a week helpline. There's meant to be always someone there to answer your call. There was no one there. And then this time as well, I phoned up at the weekend, nobody there. So I understand, that the health service and stuff is under like a great deal of pressure and stuff at the moment, but whoever is on at the weekend is not there ever. Now, I will say one thing, the helpline from Monday to Friday, amazing. If they can't answer your phone or your phone call, they will ring you back as soon as they get the message, and they always do. But as soon as it comes to the weekend, it just feels like you're on your own. It's either take yourself to A&E or just suck it up. And I'm not going to A&E. The health service is under far too much pressure at the minute. There have been many calls out from the South East Trust saying how bad my hospital is being hit at the minute. And no one wants to go and sit whenever they have like a compromised immune system in a place full of ill people, So that's basically the long and short of it, of what's happened over like the past sort of like 6 days. It's not been great at all. Again, I'm really sorry for not updating you, but I couldn't. Like I couldn't sit up. It's killing me right now to sit here now, but I've like timed my medication to give me a window where I could sit and talk to you guys for a bit. What else? My eyebrows are all thinning out. Look, you can see like that one. That one's really getting hit hard, and then this eye is like losing all its eyelashes, and I can guarantee when you see all eyelashes will go here, all brow hairs will go here, and the other two will be fine. So I'll look like an actual idiot. My hair is, I know it looks like it's completely gone, but it's not. It's because my hair is like so fair. I've tons of wee blonde hairs, but you just can't see them. Because they are so fair. But I'm sure by this Sunday, if the last round is anything to go by, probably everything will be gone. Which I don't mind, you know what I mean? Like, I've always said, like, I don't care about losing my hair, and I don't care about losing my hair. That wasn't the thing, as I've already explained to you guys. It was realising, how sick I was whenever it's coming out in my hands. The only thing about having a bald head that really, like, is annoying is how cold your head gets all the time. It's absolutely freezing. So I'm either, like, sitting in bed with my dressing gown and my hood up, or, like, having a hat on indoors and stuff like that. And then in the morning, whenever I wake up, I'm a wee head. It's my stone cold head that hurts. One thing I will say about this round, I haven't had as many headaches as I did the first round. First round was horrendous for headaches. This round, not so much. Just the rest of my body's falling apart. But yeah, that was why I didn't upload anyway on Sunday. I'm planning to just be back in the way of things again for this Sunday. So there will be an upload this Sunday. But that's just, I'm just coming back to explain why I wasn't here and stuff. Obviously there's like a lot of bad things happening in the world at the minute, and it's a very stressful time for everyone, just thank you all so much for your prayers, because I know so many of you continue to pray for me, but don't forget to pray for people in war-torn parts of the world, because they are having a hellish time. Again, thank you for all your comments on the last video. I appreciate it so very much. I am going, don't worry, I will get a favourites video and everything like that up soon. It'll be a bonus video, aside from the, the weekly updates. so you don't have to watch it if you don't want to, but there'll be an extra video. I just need to wait until I'm well enough first, because I can't push myself. I have to live in this body for the rest of my life, and if I wear it out too soon, well then I am stuffed. But anyway, I'll let you guys go. Thank you so much for all the comments. Thank you so much for being here for me. I appreciate it so very, very much. And until Sunday, which is not that long away, I will catch us all soon. Bye.